What is going on, guys? Jacobrdoty here, back from the vlog, and this one's a pretty exciting one. Just gonna do a quick unboxing and show you guys one of the big pieces for the Mustang that just came in, showing you this amazing Mantic twin disc clutch. So as some of you guys may know, I have the Boss 302 intake manifold on this car. What that means is it raises up the RPMs for the red line, and this is also a 6-speed MT-82 car. So what that means is that it has the dreaded high RPM lockout with the stock clutch. I have the MGW, I have the AMSOIL fluids. Really the limiting factor of high RPM shifts is going to be the clutch. No matter what anyone tells you, it's the clutch. Right now I have it all cleaned up, I have it aired up so that way I could do the tire shine and everything. One of the bad things is these 305s have caused a little bit of damage. As you can see, it's starting to peel up a little bit of my fender. Maybe one day I'll get that fixed, maybe I'll do a full repaint or something like that on the car, but right now I'm not gonna worry about it too much. My next tire size will probably be a 285/35. Because as you can see, it's a little bit of bulge there, but I think the 285 would just tuck right under there and it wouldn't cause as much damage to my fender. And also, as I mentioned, I have the Boss 302. Here's the plate. This is all gonna be black and this is gonna be caliper paint yellow. So it's gonna match that color perfectly. I just need to do some more sanding. As you can see, I was wet sanding a little bit. So I'm getting these. This will all be filled in black. Powered by Ford will be black. So it'll look really good when it's under the hood. And if I pop it or something at like a show, it's not really too much of a show car, but if I ever pop it, at least I'll have some pop, no pun intended, under the hood. Apparently, I matched my car with my power tools because I really like DeWalt, and my entire car matches DeWalt. Also, a quick update. I know it's a lot before I just talk about the clutch, but I have this carbon fiber steering wheel. You guys have been asking about it, so let me show you guys this bad boy. You guys have actually been blowing me up about this. Details will come soon, but just so you know, it's the yellow stitching right there. Matches my Alcantara down here. The Doty shift knob right there, yellow top bar, and full carbon fiber trim. I know with true fiber, some of the buttons and stuff, it can slide out, but this fits like OEM, everything fit in there. Perforated leather grips, and it's quite a bit thicker. It also has like some grooves on the back. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is ribbed for your pleasure, so that way when you're driving, you're G-riding or whatever, it's nice and smooth, flat bottom of course, so yeah, everything's coming together. The plan is to also get Alcantara inserts right here with the yellow stripes, like the premium stitching, and then maybe also get like a carbon fiber pull. All those small touches for the interior will kind of come together and build a complete car because the outside's looking pretty good right now. Another update is I was supposed to get Recaros. All this stuff happens like behind the scenes because those are all the things you have to do to make videos. So this was supposed to happen, but the guy like the day before or 2 days before sold them from under me, which business is business. The guy wanted to pay more, so whatever. I can't really hate him for that, but just sucks because I finally thought I was gonna get leather Recaros and poof, they went away. So if anyone's selling leather Recaros for a decent price, I'm willing to trade my entire stock set and also give a little bit of cash. So DM me if you have leather Recaros and wanna sell them. And last but not least, still have the Corsas right there. I'm not gonna let the California law or anything like that scare me away. I've just been driving a little better than I usually would, so just trying to keep it cool. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the unboxing that you guys clicked on for this video. It's a 1,000 torque capable twin disc clutch from Mantic. It's a cera metallic, which means it's not gonna get overheated like an organic, like the McLeod RST. Now, before I open it, I wanna tell you guys why I went with this. So the first reason why I went with this is because it's way over my capacity goals as far as what I intend to do with this car. I mean, 1,000 torque, you have to think about that. That is so much torque, and I don't think I'm ever gonna put that through the MT-82. But if I ever do, at least I have the clutch for it because now I have this Mantic twin disc. So now the other reason why I went with this is because it is a cushion drive or a cush drive, sprung hub or whatever you wanna call it. But it at least has a spring in the middle so that way it doesn't shock the drivetrain. That's a big reason of why these cars will end up snapping drivetrain components and MT-82s is simply because the clutch is too strong. McLeod RXT, which is the one that's above the RST, is a little too strong, and I've heard of that, like had horror stories and you can snap your MT-82. So just to avoid that, I went with this one. And the last reason why I went with this clutch over anything like the McLeod RST, this is the cream of the crop and this is the one you want because this one makes zero noise is what it's claiming. So it's completely street drivable, and the thing is my girlfriend sometimes drives my car, which is pretty hot. She does a good job and she can drive this car without thinking she's breaking it and hearing all this chatter and everything. I know some people don't care about that because it's all about going fast. First and foremost, this car is a street car, so I want it to have some street manners. Although it has a high capacity, this thing's supposed to drive completely normal, not have 1,000 pounds of actual pedal feel. It should just be completely streetable. So let's go ahead and unbox it. So here it is, we have it right here. I don't want to show off the flywheel. I mean, that looks like a flywheel, I have that inside, but Mantic has this baller briefcase. So we're gonna go ahead, pop that open. Oh, yep, there it is. So that is the Mantic. We have the instructions and I think some stickers or something. Right here we have the new throwout bearing, which has everything you need. We have the spline tool right here in the middle, so that way you can line everything up. I believe we have a 23 spline, so that should do, yep, FF23. So that should do everything we need there, so that way when you put in the drive shaft, it does no weird things, or the input shaft, I guess. Right here are the spacers. These are the spacers that go around and hold the disc together or space the disc apart. Right here we have nice fresh hardware, which will bolt in from the back. So it's like a carriage bolt. It goes through the back, and then you'll put the nuts on right here. Here is the pressure plate. So right there, you can see it all. And you'll notice that this pressure plate is used. I talked to Geoff over at Mantic Clutch, and he got me out this unit that was actually better than new, because this one was resurfaced and rebalanced. The reason why this is better than new is because this came off of a guy who went from a twin disc to a triple disc, so you know he's making some power. You obviously need some extra capacity. Because they resurface everything, it actually gets balanced to a higher tolerance, so without touching any of the surfaces, let's see if we can get in there. So right there you can see that's one of the twin discs. So you can see the springs right there in the middle that help cushion everything. You see the spacer plates. And so yeah, that pretty much wraps everything up on what comes in the box. Obviously, after all that's gone, you'll throw away your stock clutch because that's a piece of junk. And now you have a ball or briefcase to carry around any car parts you want. This whole kit is pretty heavy, so this thing is pretty sturdy and it locks really well. So maybe I'll use it for camera equipment. So the pressure plate and discs were resurfaced or rebalanced and everything, but I have a brand new hydraulic throwout bearing and I have a fresh flywheel that's been resurfaced. So really all the wear and tear items that need to be new are new, but the ones that can be resurfaced are actually resurfaced and done to a higher spec sometimes than OEM. But just know Mantic makes a really high quality product, and if you have any issues, talk to Geoff. I'll have his phone number down in the description below. He'll be able to hook you up. He's a Dodge guy, so give him some time. He may be a little bit slower like those Dodge cars, but he'll get around for all of us Ford guys. Really, that's just a quick summary of what's all happening with the car and some of the failed plans there. I have the Boss 302 manifold getting painted still. I just want to take my time and make sure it comes out really good. It's not really show season right now, so there's no rush for it. I have this that I'm really trying to schedule in a time to go ahead and get put in. Not gonna do it on floor jacks or anything, just because one, I have a hookup with a shop that's willing to do it, and we're gonna work together on the pricing and everything. And two, that just seems like a whole lot of labor when I have access to a lift and a shop that is willing to work with me and allow me to record. Give this video a big thumbs up if you're excited for that new Mantic clutch. Remember, I had some issues with the Boss 302 locking me out, so if that happens to you guys, remember it is the clutch. Really look into these units that are by Mantic. I think that's your best option. But like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up right here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, then comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.